medicine, and therefore medicine should be treated like medicine because this is medical marijuana. And are we treating it like medical pharmaceuticals? It doesn't seem to be the case because we're going to be doing dispensaries. 26, I believe, are slotted into the various counties. But if it is medicine, Mr. Speaker, some of my colleagues and I agree that let's put it where all the other pharmaceuticals go. Let's put it into Long, let's put it into CVS, let's put it into Walgreens. Let's make it where, like some of the medicines we get now, there's a prescription, there's an ID showing, and there's all those particular protocols. We've already established that. So if it's medical, let's treat it as medical because, Mr. Speaker, some of these people really need this. And right now there are, I think, about 14,000, of which there's 311 who are totally disabled, who have no way of getting access to it. But everybody has access to Longs, through Walgreens, through other places that are already established. But we're going to reinvent the wheel. That's my first concern, Mr. Speaker. My second concern is that this is possibly going to create a black market. Why do I say that? Well, how much does it cost to get a dispensary license, according to this bill? $30,000. How much does it cost to get a license to be a dispensary like Long's or Walgreens? $338. Mr. Speaker, are we creating something outside of the norm of pharmaceuticals? I just don't understand how we can be doing that if our intent is to do this as a strictly medicinal entity. The prosecuting attorney mentioned that because of the high cost of a location, high cost of employees, high cost of packaging, high cost of these $30,000 licenses, not only to get it, but renew it every year, the guys in the street are going to see that, whoa, the price that comes out of those packages, of which we have no idea, of these dispensary packages, we have no idea of which the cost will be. But people vote their wallets, and if it's cheaper on the street, of which now I was told in the Finance Committee is $20 per gram. $20 per gram on the streets. Can that price be met by the dispensaries? Because I would say, Mr. Speaker, other than those disabled, those other 12,500 or whatever, are probably going to stay on the streets. And what does it tell to those growers that, hey, there's a market here, they got the dispensaries, it's getting legitimate, let's get into the business of growing this stuff, because there's not really any controls, as there is now. I mean, not even now. Everybody looks in another direction or away from what's really going on under our nose. So the first thing was medicine not being treated by medicine. The second thing is it's going to encourage a black market. And my third reason for objecting to this bill is the unintended consequences. Mr. Speaker, we always talk about a gateway to drugs. We always talk about alcohol. It's the way that people start out and they end up going more and more and I guess in a spiral way into stuff that's tougher and higher. Well, do we need another one? Do we need marijuana? Because some people have even said that marijuana is already a gateway drug. And maybe it's still debatable. But do we need a gateway drug to again put people into a state of mind other than those who medically need it? And secondly, an unintended consequence may be that, well, we're setting up shop after 13, 14, 15 years for medical marijuana, but we're really just saying and getting the slicks ready for recreational marijuana. Mr. Speaker, that's a slope that I think a number of other states have entered on, and it's one that we know that we could enter on very easily here. So for the reason that we're not treating medicine as medicine, there's unintended consequences, and the fact that we may create a black market, we should be very cautious, slow down this, see what's going on in Colorado on the mainland. Don't jump out in front just for the sake of having so many years that we haven't done anything, and do this thing. If we're going to do it right, and do it now with the right approach to it, not with this bill. Thank you, Speaker.